Hi guys, it's Chris here from Lifestyle Entrepreneur, and thank you for tuning in to the 0 to 100k challenge, where we take you all the way from £0 in your pocket to £100,000 in the bank within 12 months. Now we're going to be following this journey with you, and we've started with 0 as well. And in last week's episode 1, we took you through how to take something for free and then sell it on for a profit on Facebook Marketplace or similar places. Now, that is very much the hustle mode. So hustle mode is 4 stages. We've taught you one of those stages, which is that first strategy. And then today, we're going to be teaching you strategy 2. Now, the hustle mode does not last for very long. This is all about getting runs on the board and pounds in the bank to be able to do some of the more advanced strategies, which we'll come on to in later episodes. So let's get stuck in. Episode 2 is called Return to Sender. So the return to sender strategy is something that I know we would all have done at some stage. And this is something that you've probably got laying around your house. Now, if you were to speak to my wife and ask her, where is your money invested at the moment? She'll say all of her cash is tied up in investments and stock. What she means by that is where as a family we have ordered things online from ASOS, Zara, Amazon. It's arrived, we didn't like it, it was the wrong size, something like that. But we've missed the return window, so our money is tied up in these returns that have never made it back to the original shop. We can no longer return them, so what do? We shove them in a cupboard, hide them under towels, put them in places we can't see to ignore the fact that we've spent hundreds of pounds on things that we can no longer return. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through those, go around your house, have a look, pull them out, find all the stuff that you've missed the returns window for, and we're going to get those listed on sites like eBay and Vinted, depending on what it is. So what we'll teach you from start to finish how this works. And it's not just my wife that does this. It's probably pretty mean for me to say that. I am as bad. So what we're going to start with is a piece of clothing I purchased. This is a River Island extra small shirt. It obviously didn't fit me. Mine is probably large boys. That's probably why the size is wrong. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to list it for sale on the sites that we need to, and then we're going to put it into our transaction tracker, which we showed you last week. So let's get started. What we're going to do in order to get started, first of all, because we're selling online, we need to get some good quality photos of the item that we're selling. Now, if you think about this, these are brand new. These have never been worn, never been outside. They're still on the hanger. But what you'll see from my images is this shirt is creased. So it looks like it's just been balled up on a bedroom floor, or like I said, shoved in a cupboard under some towels to hide the fact that we've got money laying around that's doing nothing. So what you ideally need to do is iron these items, make them look as brand new as possible, because otherwise they'll just lose their value. People won't pay what they're worth. So in this instance, I've not ironed this one, but I recommend that you do go through all of them and do exactly the same. But what we need to do is get some high quality images and then edit them so they look the best they can. So before we started this call, I took some images and I've already sent them across here. The first couple you'll notice are the front and the back of the item. And like I said, look, plenty of creases. I mean, this is not the most desirable background, and we'll sort that out in a minute. But this could look better. The collar's a bit skewy. If we could get that sorted, do that top button up. So these aren't the best images, but we're going to use them for now and I'll redo them later. And then the next 2 images is a picture of the label to show that it's brand new with tags, and a picture of the sizing of the garment as well. So what we're going to do, now you can do this on the App Store, you can do it on Google, the Google Play Store. There'll be loads of apps that you can do this for free. You don't need any subscriptions. But what we're going to do with the images where there is a bit of a rubbish background, we're going to get that background removed. So I use a system called Canva. As you can see, I've already put the image on there. But go on the App Store, have a search for background remove, and you'll find plenty of free apps to do this. I'm going to click edit image and then just remove the background. And what should happen is it should leave the shirt in the middle of the image and it should take everything else out. Sometimes this doesn't work as well as you need to, and you just need to retake the image on a white background so the computer can recognize what it's doing. So this is going to work that out. There you go, it's coming up as apply, so it's nearly there. And what you can see already, this image looks 10 times better. So don't worry about the fact that the hanger's leaving the image. We don't need the hanger in it. But that, all of a sudden, looks a lot more attractive than that. So the end result is going to be our edited background removed. Oh, it's going to make me do it again. And the reason we do that is purely because if you were to go on eBay and search new shirt, let's have a look at the caliber of the listings and see what comes up. And we want to stand out from these guys because we want to get our sales. Now look, all of these, white background, just the shirt in view. This one's got it folded, which looks quite nice as well. But the main ones that stand out is either a person wearing it. Now, we don't want to do that because this is brand new with tags, never been worn. Or the ones where they've got the, oh, it's a lovely design. Or the ones where we've just got the t-shirt in view. So like, this is a good example. These guys could have stretched that t-shirt out a little bit more. They could have removed the background and it could have looked more like this one, like these guys have done. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our edited images and we're going to stretch them out, and then we're going to save those down as our new images. So let's just download that now. That's our new PNG image of it. And we're going to use that for our advertising. Now, what we're not going to get is the, let's see what we paid for this one. Was it £26? We paid £26 for this, but for the argument of this challenge, at the minute it's free. It's money doing nothing. So we're treating this as a free entry into the 0 to 100k challenge. The same as the stuff you got from the marketplace. It's not cost this business anything because we're donating it for free and also freeing up some space at home. So there we've got our edited PNG. What we do, we dump it on the desktop there so we know where it is. We can put it in the file. And now we're ready to list that on either one of two sites. So the first one is eBay. eBay is a great place to sell things. You need an account, but it's free to set up. It would also be wise at this stage to set up a PayPal account, because then that way you can take money online and it's a good place to then have the money stored ready to buy things later on. And a couple of tips and tricks on eBay is when you're selling something on eBay, you need to list three major things. You need to list and this is for clothing specifically, you need to list the size, the gender, and then there is an expression that you will find on here, which is brand new with tags. BNWT is what you need to list against your listing along with the actual item. So if we put down man's River Island shirt, when people go onto eBay, if they're looking specifically for a man's shirt, this will come up. If they're looking for things from River Island, this will come up. And then if they're looking for a brand new with tags shirt, this will also come up. And then the last thing we need to do is just put XS for extra small. We can put extra small in here like this as well. If we click search, it's now going to narrow down what we're looking for. If we were to buy things, oh, superb, no matches. Let's take out the extra small. So River Island, man's shirt, brand new with tags, extra small. So it's brought up a few things that we're not interested. So let's try and copy their listing. Women's, brand new with tags, active long sleeve. For some reason it's bringing up a lot of women's clothing. There we go, men's. So let's change that from man's to men's. Men's River Island shirt, brand new with tags. And this might be that it's a woman's, or it might be that it's a child's. Whatever the sizing is and whatever the label says, let's put that in. So this is the opportunity of how we're going to list it. And it's very simple. What we're not going to do is do a run through of how you list it on here. But once you've created an account, you just click sell, and then it will give you an opportunity to populate anything that you need to put up. So we've got one here that we're listing for something else, but all you need to do is click it, sell the item, and list it, and then it will go into your My eBay and you can track it from there. So the main things we're looking at today is like, how do you list these things? So this one, men's shirt, brand new with tags, extra small, and this is up for this is £26 that we purchased it new. There are two ways you can list on eBay. One is auction, where you're pretty much guaranteed to sell it if you put 0 reserve. And in this instance, we probably will because we just want money. It's a low cost item. If we get £5 for it with postage and you want to charge postage, otherwise you'll lose all your money on the postage. It's £5 in the bank that we can do something else with later on. So we're going to use auction. If it's a bit more of a high ticket item, we've got some more returns here, one of which is a designer bag. That is probably £100 brand new. maybe 150. We're not going to list that as a auction because we don't want to just waste our money. We're going to put that down as a buy it now price. So you can set a buy it now price with whatever you're comfortable with, but it will take a lot longer to sell. There are some items that you might choose to do that with, but when you're in hustle mode, it's all about getting money quickly. But obviously, don't cut yourself off at the knees just to get things done. So if you've got something of a high ticket item and you're happy to wait for the money, definitely list it as a buy it now. So that's eBay. And then the other place you can go is Vinted. Now, Vinted is specifically for clothing. Now, your returns might not be clothing. You might have some electronic items. We do have some wireless earphones that were purchased that we couldn't return, so they'll be being listed on eBay. But if it's a shirt, if it's brand new, you can sell it on Vinted, and it's very much in the same way. So if we look for some items, let's go men's shirt extra small. The same sort of thing will come up. So it's going to give us a list of everything that's for sale. And let's look at some of these listings. So this first one, crisp shirt, looks good, looks new. I believe that that's brand new. And this isn't about an auction. This is just the buy it now prices. So that one there is a Grandad shirt, extra small, price £5. The brand is Top Man. We'd buy that all day long. And that would easily sell. And that's what we're looking for. If we look down a couple though, look at these two. These guys have only listed this for £2, but it's a brand new shirt. Oh, it might not be actually. But it's a shirt that's £2. So there is some stuff on here that can be second hand. Okay, condition new with tags. Yeah, so those ones weren't. But these are brand new with tags, like £5. These guys are selling for £1. Brand new white shirt, extra small, but it's Primark. That's why it's so cheap. But if we find a designer brand, here we go, Ralph Lauren extra small. If you had one of those in your returns pile, you might have spent, well, let's see if we can see what they spent on it. You might have spent £50, you might have spent £100 on it, but it's not worth anything to you. If it doesn't fit, you can't wear it. No, they've not got a good enough picture there to tell us what the original price was. But this is where you can make a lot of money back very quickly by selling stuff online. So Vinted, that's where we'll go, and eBay will be the second one. And then remember, what we're going to do is we still need to add all of these things to our tracker. So if we open up our tracker, which we've got here, this will be available to download. If you click the link below, there will be access to this tracker. You can download it. It's the transaction tracker, the lifestyle entrepreneur 0 to 100k transaction tracker. These are the bits that we showed you in episode 1. We have actually now sold the office chest. We've made our first bit of money, and we will be filling this out with all of these returns in our weekly update. We'll share that with you, show you how much money that we've got here. I reckon there's at least, if we sold all of this stuff online over the next couple of weeks, there's at least £200 worth of closed returns here at the value we're going to sell it for. And remember, that was just sitting in a cupboard at home, not doing anything. It was never going to make us any money. We're never going to wear the items because they either don't fit or they don't suit us. So we might as well list it here. And what you would do is extra small, Top Man. No, sorry, this was River Island, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, River Island, purple shirt. Didn't fit. Don't need to highlight that, but it'll remind me of what it is. Our cost to us, we're going to put down as 0. Remember, we've got to put in 0, 1. So there is a little note on the tracker that when you go in, you'll see. Just for the formula to work, you have to add 0, 1 and then add 0, 1 to the sale price. This is from return to sender, which is our strategy for this week. And then when we sell it, we'll put that in, we'll drag the ROI down and we'll get our ROI. So these are still going to be really high return on investments, but really low cash. And remember, we are in hustle mode. There are still 2 more strategies for us to share with you. We've shared 2 now. We've had our free to making a profit on Marketplace. This one is return to sender, getting rid of all of those returns that you've never sent back. And then in our next week's episode, we will cover another strategy, and then one after that in episode 4, which we will share with you in the next couple of weeks. So thank you very much for tuning in. This is your second strategy in hustle mode. There are 2 more to come, and we'll share those with you very soon. Remember, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you get your transaction tracker downloaded. And let's see how far we can get on the 0 to 100k challenge in the next couple of weeks. And remember, in 12 months' time, you could have £100,000 in your bank account. That's right, £100,000 in your bank account by just following these simple steps.